Hey guys, good morning. Coach Genty here, coming at you with a video on managing stress for the holiday season. Managing stress is super important because it helps you feel calm and grounded through a busy time of year. I know for a lot of people, the holiday season, especially the month of December, we've got holiday parties, we've got stressful things, lots of pressures. Like we did a holiday kickoff earlier in November, I think, before the holiday season. One of the biggest things that people said that stresses them out the most is like the pressures of like gift giving and the stress of like having to go shopping, budget, spending money, all of this kind of stuff. And it really makes you like feel a little frazzled. And then on top of that, we're loading up on all the sugar laden carb processed foods. And that just doesn't help anyone's situation with their health and happiness and feeling calm and grounded. So we've got 7 stress busting tips just to like help, manage the stress that might come your way, focusing again on only what you can control because some things we cannot control in life. But number 1 is to plan ahead. If you are one that just kind of flies by the seat of your pants every day, that can really increase the stress level. So planning ahead, whether it's writing out a schedule for yourself, scheduling in different things like your exercise time, scheduling in like your time for other things you're going to spend time on, like making meals. And then of course, planning ahead with a budget. That's a huge thing too, especially if you are one that stresses about money during the holiday season. Having a budget and sticking to it can be very important. Number 2, this brings me to simplify gift giving. One thing that we love to do as a family is like a Yankee swap or white elephant, where you buy one gift and then you swap it as a Yankee swap gift. So that one gift has a lot of value. It might be something that someone in the family really likes, but then you do like a swap. So you're only buying one gift and you don't need to get gifts for everybody. That's just one idea. Also, like homemade gifts are super thoughtful and super appreciated. So some sort of DIY gift can also be a great money saver. And simplifying gifts as far as like not feeling pressure to even buy gifts for people, because the most important thing when it comes to the holiday season is to really slow down and be present. The best gift you can get someone is being there for them, being present, being like doing crafts or making cookies with the people that you really enjoy being around, and really being present with them and not stressed out and, high strung because you don't feel like everything is just perfect. Number 3 is to be okay with saying no. You do not need to say yes to every holiday party. You do not need to say yes to things that people are asking you to do. It's okay to say no sometimes, right? So don't feel like you need to go above and beyond with any sort of planning. Do what makes you feel happy. For example, for me, I love hosting parties. Love, love, love it. Like it's just something that brings me so much joy. But also being okay with saying no to certain things. For example, in the past, I have put a lot of pressure on myself to provide all the food and all the drinks, right? That's a lot of work, right? So I would say the best thing that you can do is, for example, for me this year, it's just asking for help. I'm going to say no to making all the food. Can you bring this? You bring that, delegate that kind of stuff. Number 4 is to practice a self-care routine. That's where Genty coaching comes into play, like taking care of yourself, prioritizing your nutrition, having that accountability to make better food choices, even if it's not perfect. Eating whole foods first, which is one of my tips that I had posted today. Just prioritizing that nutrition, getting in the nourishment for as far as like fruits and vegetables and whole foods. It's fuel for the brain. It's going to make you feel so much better, so much more energized. Don't forget to sip on that water. That's where like our healthy habits holiday challenge comes into play. You're just focusing on those basics to feel your best. And again, prioritizing like movement, getting that exercise in. For me, that's in the morning, but maybe for a lot of people, it's in the afternoon, during like a lunch break, just getting out for a little walk. All of these things can really help manage that stress. Number 5 is to get organized. I do find that the people that are most successful in my coaching program are the ones that are list makers. List makers, like if you're that type of person that loves the pen and paper, writing down a list of what you want to accomplish, having lists makes you just feel more organized and less like, space cadet with a brain and feeling like you don't even know what to do or where you're supposed to be for any specific day. Having those lists, having a calendar, keeping yourself organized and decluttering like your space, your mental space, and being okay with delegating certain tasks to certain people. For example, hey, can you get, grandma a birthday present a Christmas present? Or can you help me by swinging by the store and picking up like Christmas cards or whatever it is? Just asking for help. It's okay to ask for help and delegate some stuff so you don't feel like you have to do everything at once. Number 6 is to balance your alone time with your social time. I personally love my social time, but I love being alone too. And when I say alone, sometimes kid-free and husband-free is really nice. But when I say alone, I mean you don't have to be around like lots of people all the time. Just having like quiet little family nights, I would consider that to be like alone time. Also, just like my 45 commute to the office, that's like alone time that I really appreciate. Listen to my favorite podcasts. In the evening, reading a good old paper book, that's like alone time to me, where you're just like into your own head and like focusing on something for yourself. So make sure that you are balancing that alone time, especially during the holidays. With a lot of my clients, or some of my clients, there is some drama in the family, maybe some toxic people that you don't see often, but maybe they come around during the holiday season. So making sure you prioritize that time to yourself so that you can manage the people around you that might not be as positive as you are. And number 7, one of the most important ones, is to really try to limit your screen time. Like a lot of phones have apps where you can monitor your screen time or turn off apps after a certain time so you don't find yourself comparing. Comparison is a thief of joy. That's one of my favorite quotes. Comparing yourself to others can really make a lot of stress. Like, oh, look at all the presents under that person's tree, or look how perfect that person's house is, or the holiday lights or whatever. Like, I have one strip of lights outside and I do not care, even though I love Christmas. It's just like limiting screen time makes you not only not find yourself comparing yourself to others, but also just getting rid of the negativity in the world, because a lot of times social media can provide more negative content, or maybe like some things happening in the news that you can't control. So those are 7 tips to try to manage stress in the best way possible during the holiday season. I hope they help you. If you do watch this video, please either shoot me an email back. I would love to hear from you, or comment if this is posted in like our Facebook group or whatever. This is for everyone in our group. I hope you enjoy, and we will chat with you all soon.